bless.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semin took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry. I don't think Lord Semin will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truscovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
No, Master Blacksmith. There's no one waiting to drag me to the altar in irons.
Good for you, lad. Have your fun while you can. No need to hurry. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition, but that's all I know.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia, but you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
From his neighbor, insisting he would pay on St. Gallus's day. But St. Gallus came and went, and this swine still refused to pay. So his neighbor went to the court, which decided
Not
that
your
the pig
day,
should
eh?
be returned to their original owner. But in the meantime, this
What if I
swindler and
freed you?
trickster had
I'd
slaughtered
scarper,
them and sold the
obviously.
meat to wagoners and wayfarers. Needless to say,
What did he do?
this left his
Nothing.
good neighbor
Really?
out of pocket.
Were you expecting
so
a different
be
answer?
careful who you buy from, and avoid dealing with dishonest types who are no better than criminals. For the crimes of theft and fraud, this man will be thrashed with a cane,
So
and
you
will
don't end up
forfeit
here
all his
too.
property. This will mean his good neighbor can be paid what he's due. God's law and the law of the land apply to everyone.
Cheap old nag. How's it going? I'm running out of ink. What? Again? What do you mean, again? You refused to get me more last time I asked. So it won't come as a surprise. You refused again. And what am I supposed to write? You know what? Why don't you write a complaint?
Greetings, innkeeper. I've come to apologize for the fight we caused. And also to ask if there is anything I can do to help.
Latch in the stable when the horses bolted, lad.
How so? Did something happen?
I had a couple cumans come in here and get in a brawl with the locals. What the hell did I do that people fight in here all the time? Go and see Wojtek if you want. Maybe he'll tell you more than I can.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
If it's work you're looking for, you could stop by our local huntsman. He has a cottage near the Vidlac pond. His wife is always complaining that Lord von Berghoff runs him off his feet. So I reckon he wouldn't turn down a helping hand. If you ask me, though, he spends more time drinking than he does hunting. But I wouldn't want to argue with Zlata about it.
And have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semain?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samin lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Samin under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat.
Well, I said I'm sorry.
But the cumans are still stinking up the place. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the Hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the Hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you, because this reeks of hell.
And what can I get for you?
God! A stranger? What the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
God! What? Hey? Huh?
Do you want something from me?
Pay homage and tribute
Who to? You?
to our hero here, the all-conquering warrior, the meanest, toughest slugger around, the one and only Yarda the Great.
They call this fellow what? The toughest slugger? I'm not convinced.
You don't believe me? Then you'll have to fight it out. Fair and square. Get ready to put him up.
Come on then.
Knock him out cold. Knock him out cold. Knock him out cold. Come on. Left. Right. Batter that wretch. Knock him out cold. Batter that wretch. Batter that wretch. Knock him out cold. Kick his arse. Come on. Right. You won't get me. Batter that wretch. Come on, Yarda. Knock him out cold. Batter that wretch. Come on, Yarda. Knock him out cold. Batter that wretch. Come on, left, right. Knock him out cold. Batter that wretch. Knock him out cold. Batter that wretch. Knock him out cold. Come on, Yarda. Kick his arse. Knock him out cold.
I'll sort you out nicely.
Batter that wretch. Batter that wretch. Come on, Yarda. Come on, Yarda.
Shit!
Batter that wretch. Knock him out cold. Come on, Yarda.
Take that!
Come on, Yarda. Come on, Yarda. Knock him out cold. Damn! That's an hell of a swing he has on him. Don't let... That's impossible. There's no way a milksop like you could take down Yarda.
And yet I'm the one still standing on my feet.
You must be some kind of warlock. There's no other explanation.
I'm no warlock. I've just had my fair share of fighting.
Are you a battle-scarred warrior, then?
You could put it that way.
You know what that means? Yarda the Great has just pulled off the fight of his life.
No, Yarda the Great is sprawled in the mud over there.
But he went toe to toe with a war veteran hardened in 1,000 battles. And you taught him everything you know. Yarda will be invincible now.
What? That doesn't make any... Right. Whatever.
Christ, what a day.
Radovan, the blacksmith from Takov, sent me.
And what's that got to do with me? Clear off! Equam memento rebus in arduis adverimentem. Haven't you got anything better to do? Clear off before I lose my patience. What do you want here? Clear off! You've no business here, fella. Go back where you came from. I don't want to set eyes on you ever again. You've no business here, fella. Go back where you came from. I don't want to set eyes on you ever again. What are you doing here? Stop pestering me and get out! Get out before you come...